How you doing, YouTube? Matt, Massive Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. A little bit of collab time in the form of Hop Butcher for the World and Arcane Distilling. It is their traveling scientist. This is a citra-hopped American Pale Ale infused with Arcane distilled hop oils. Arcane is the distillery. So I know nothing about this beer. You know my shtick. I do not look up anything beforehand. I got this in actually this morning. Came at like 10 a.m. in the mail from Hop Butchers. Thanks, guys. And I was really interested in this one when I saw it online, and I was kind of pumped that they sent it off to me because the whole kind of added addition of that distillate of hop oils to see how that plays in the beer is kind of, piqued my interest. So let's dive into this sucker. Like I said, traveling scientist, citra-hopped American Pale Ale infused with Arcane distilled hop oils. It's only 5.75% alcohol by volume, so smaller beer. On the back it says tasting notes: ripe mango, pleasant, dank, bright, tropical. You can see Hop Butcher, they always do their kind of tasting note things, which I kind of like. I'm not a big taste note guys, but the way they do it, the little hop, just kind of dig on it. And label-wise, it's a what is it? Ermin Meyer flask? Is that what they call that thing? With holding a beer and having a suitcase. There you go. So, yeah, I know nothing about Arcane. I don't know if they're just a distillery in general. I mean, it says, Arcane Distilling, so I don't know if they just do spirit distilling. Obviously, they do something beyond that. And they distilled hops. How do you distill hops? I don't know. Maybe it's just like distilling anything else, but you just, wow, man, the sun just went away behind a cloud, so hopefully the color is okay. So I'm kind of curious to dive into it. We'll see what's what. What do we have here? Look at that. Rich orange, hazy, not the super turbid hazy stuff, but it's a dark orange. Index finger of just below khaki colored, had a nice creaminess to it. Yeah, she looks like a big hazy beer, but she's only 5% change, so she's not a big gigantic beer, but she looks like one. Let's get a nose on her. Okay, now here's the thing. I kind of went into this because, I already said it, my shtick is don't look anything up. And I was like, distill it. Hop oil distillate. How is that going to play? Am I going to be able to detect it? Is it just going to be another level of hops and I'm not going to be quite sure where those hop oils are coming from? This has like a hop nose on it that I've never smelled before. So I know it has to be that kind of hop oil distillate. It's like taking your most greeny vegetal green hops. It's like, I don't know how to put it. This is going to sound horrible because it's going to make it not sound appealing, but I assure you it is. It's like, Dirty Hippies wear patchouli? It's like the way patchouli has that kind of musky, greasy smell to it. At least it does to me, Dirty Hippies. That's the way the hops are coming off. It has this kind of like patchouli, and patchouli's disgusting. I'm not saying it smells like patchouli, but it has that kind of, maybe it's just the way my brain works. When I smell patchouli, I think of a greasy human, so I get this oil vibe in my brain. Man, I'm fucking hippies. I'm sorry. It's giving me those kind of vibes. Yeah, that green. It's almost like watermelon rind green. If you ever eaten like the rind of a watermelon, it has that kind of vegetal greeniness to it. It's really bizarre. I've never ever smelt that before in a beer, so that has to be that kind of distillate. There's melon characters. I mean, that's that watermelon rind kind of playing with me. There's melon character, but it's not overly bittering. There's not a huge bittering component, except for that kind of hop distillate thing going on. And it's cool. I like it. There's a sweetness there. Sure, it's pretty generic. There's that fucking soft, mango-y, kind of more like cantaloupe-y, kind of melony sweetness, which is nice. Just the way that kind of hop oil thing kind of plays is really cool. I'm going to dive in. It's already too long. Cheers. That's a super fucking cool beer. That's really tasty. That is a really, really, really tasty beer. Yeah, that's fun. The way the bittering of the hop plays. It has that kind of patchouli oil thing that I was talking about, but it's not as pronounced. It's not as, you'd almost expect it, or I didn't. I almost expected this kind of greasiness to it, like this oiliness. It's not there. You're getting this nice, bright, kind of mango rindy bitterness with this big, huge, gigantic melon with a dabble of citrus kind of hop presence to it. It's got a nice sweetness to it. It's got a really nice mouthfeel to it. This drinks like a 7% beer, and it's sub 6%. That's delicious. That's fantastic. That's awesome. I'm waiting for this can to blow over. Yeah, that's probably one of the better, absolutely one of the best sub 6% beers I've had in recent memory. It's the way those hops play. The impact they get from the hops. It has to be coming from that distillate. The fruited portion of it too, which is surprising me because I got it on the nose, but it was almost like a third, fourth player in the nose, and I was like, okay, it might have a little bit of fruit going on. No, it's big, huge. That mango, cantaloupe, melon juiciness that is absolutely fantastic. Beautiful, dense mouthfeel, all in a sub 6% package. Fucking fantastic beer. Absolutely fantastic. This is my favorite Hop Butcher beer. It might be, even if it is a collab. Yeah, it's got to be, their Colombian Coffee Exposition one, man. That beer is so fucking good, it's not even funny. But, yeah, it's worthy of being up there. One of the better ones I've had from these guys. Absolutely fantastic. Let's talk about it. I mean, you already got all the points. Is it one of the better IPAs that I've had as of late? Yes, without a doubt, up there towards the top, if not at the top, especially as of late. Value and availability on a Hop Butcher. It's distributed. That's words are hard sometimes. It's distributed out there in Chicagoland. They don't have a brewery really. They kind of, I don't want to say contract. They go in and they brew their beer at another brewery, and it's contract brewing. But I know some people think differently. Anyway, so you can find it. I mean, their stuff flies off the shelves, as so I've been told from people out Chicagoland. But you can get it and leave you with, if you like what we like this beer, if you like big, huge hops, if you like the hazies, if you like the big, huge beers, you're going that have a little bit of bittering in it. At least this has a little bit more than a little bit. But if you like a bittering in your hazy and you want it as a big beer but in a small ABV package, this is one of the better ones you can get. This is up there with the small sub 5% equilibriums in the world. These sub 5%, Interborough and District 96 and all those breweries, the Bistles, where they make those crazy awesome sub 6, sub 5% hazy beers. This is it, man. Delicious. So there you go. Another review in the books. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive if you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a little Chi-Town hazy right now. And hope to see you next time. Cheers.